Hey, Richie Dotson again from Chateau Debris, aka my office, my shop. You can find us on the web at www, who doesn't know that by now, acousticbox.com or direct to the web store at banjomart.com, BANJOMART. It's a cheesy name, but it's an easy name to remember. What have I got here? I love these. This is a 1925 tenor style 5 TB2. The wood marquetry, the Christmas tree binding in perloid. These are something. So what happens when we have to convert these is I have to figure out how to make that Christmas tree stuff, and I'm not going to stop and build it for anyone else, but I also make this wood marquetry because the other stuff that we could get had blue in it instead of green. I think it was made in Germany and it didn't match. And a 1925 has a different spacing than a 1927 with the marquetry, and who knows? I guess they were purchasing this stuff from furniture manufacturers for decoration. Here's the original neck. And if you look, we also have to make this wood marquetry. This is kind of fadey and cool looking, but 1925. It's 98 years old. If I'm still around, and I doubt I'm going to be, I'm going to be kind of fadey looking too. So this is our wood marquetry. We do make this wood marquetry available for someone who's looking to do their own conversion or add this to their own project. And I'm not here for a sales spiel. I'm here to show you this banjo, the layered binding and the headstock. And these were just really cool. I think Ralph Stanley had a 40-hole archtop 1928 style 5. This has also the shotgun skirt, as it is called now, and that was usually found in 1925. I'm sure some leaked out in 1926 because Gibson didn't say, "Oh God, it's January 1, we can't do that no more." No one would do that. So stay off the hangout. They'll feed you all kind of stuff as long as you keep eating. This was the original heel cap that was held on by a large wood screw. So we removed it for the pattern, but we'll make sure the owner gets that back. And our heel cap with the Christmas tree. This is a little green heavy. I'm trying to match it to the sides of the resonator because that's where it's going to live up against. And this was green, red, and it's just really cool looking stuff with little teeny white side dots. We just think these are neat. Now, in spite of this being a ball bearing, you can thank Lloyd Loy for that bit of technology. It lasted about 2 years and then they were replaced. And often, because there were holes drilled in the top of this wood rim, I'll pull one out and show you one day, not right now. Because there were holes drilled in the top of that wood rim, what Gibson would do oftentimes in 1927 when the cast tone rings started coming about in the form of no-hole and 40-hole archtops, they would take pieces of 2 wood rims, put that on the lathe, part it off, join another wood rim blank, and then turn it all down as one unit. And they're known as capped wood rims, and you see them quite a bit. Steve Sparkman's 1927 Granada had a capped wood rim. So Gibson did all kinds of fun stuff, and they didn't waste any material. And it's funny to hear the ideologues argue these things. I don't participate in public forums because I would get sucked in and be arrested or get in trouble. Just not for me. I got too much work to do. But this still, a lot of the tone and the power of these are indicative of the setup. Of course, we're using one of our bridges because we make them and and send out quite a few of them. So we've got a slightly hollow but interesting crunchy undertone there to the timbre of this banjo, and I find it kind of pleasant, but it's still got plenty of volume and cut, and slight dark dryness. It's these things are like wine. Some of them aren't, you know. I think all of these pre-wars, because the everything's hide glue and everything has got quite a bit of age on it, and the fit has just been sitting there for years and years and years. Even if you mess with them, they don't like it for a day or two quite, and then they just seat right back in, and they're right back where they were. They all have, at least all similar models, have the same potential, in my opinion, for tone and volume and balance. Getting them into their proper adjustment, which isn't magic, but it's difficult to explain because there are variables. We've all heard poorly set up good banjos. They sound kind of poor. The old joke, how do you get your banjo to sound like J.D. Crow's banjo? You let J.D. Crow play it. A lot of it's in the hands of the person pulling the trigger, so to speak. But I've seen some issues with some of these, particularly in the wood rims, where there's been some poor storage conditions and expansion and contraction, heat and cold, and high and low humidity fluctuations that will cause ply separations in the wood rims. We repair a lot of those here, and you wouldn't believe the difference that it makes once they get solid again. You can't just be flooding them with cyanoacrylate. You've got to, and they won't, unless you're very forceful, they won't always squeeze back together like you'd hope. And then sometimes we got to chuck them up on the engine lathe and adjust the fit of things when they go back together. But I've never ever done that I didn't notice a huge tonal and balance and volume improvement. I'm having problem Englishing this morning, but you understand what I mean. But this banjo sounds fantastic. Pardon my left hand. For my friends out there who are arthritic, I have psoriatic arthritis, and I'm having quite a bit of problems. So I try to enjoy every minute I'm still able to play some. If you like these videos and like seeing what we do, please give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Forewarned, because some people out there are different than others. We do hold those comments until I get to read them, just in case we get one or two more of those. But leave us a comment, please. Give us a thumbs up if you like these things. Hit the subscribe button and be sure to hit that little bell notification. It helps us out a little, and but it means a lot to us. If you have any questions, please post in the comments, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Meanwhile, thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day.